Well, welcome to week number 2 of these 8 weeks. So, you've already launched. By this time, you've probably figured out, in terms of reading, that you certainly need to use the reading guide. My encouragement is, if you can, print it out, fill it in while you're reading, and then use that reading guide to complete the reading quiz. Okay, some of you are doing really good with that, and you notice that you have 2 attempts on each quiz. The second attempt, the highest grade you'll receive would be an 8 out of 10. Let's suppose you got a perfect 10. You would get 8 points. I would change the grade to 8 points. Now, less any other errors you got on the second attempt. So if you made 2 errors, in other words, you got an 8 out of 10, you would end up with a grade of 6 out of 10, because I'd start with an 8 minus 2. So, I want to talk a little bit about the discussion boards. You guys have done some great discussion boards there. I want to emphasize, obviously, the idea that when you do your first response, it's 150 words, and then your second responses to 2 students will be 75 words or more for each response. If you don't have that right number, at least that number, I end up deducting points. Now, another thing I've noticed is I want to encourage you with your grammar and your capitalization. Such things as New Testament needs to be capitalized, God with a capital G, Bible with a capital B, Christian has a capital C, Holy Spirit. So these are all terms that need to be capitalized. Sometimes the best way to do it is to run it through the Word, copy it, and paste it into Moodle. As far as your notes and your lectures, you've noticed that you download your notes. And again, it's best if you have a printer to print them out. You can certainly do it on your computer, but it's hard unless you've got 2 screens. And then use those notes to fill in all your responses as you watch the PowerPoint, and put them in a notebook. And you can use them for what will be coming up at the end of this week will be a reading quiz, and then also for the exams. So those are the important things at this point. I want to encourage you to not get behind. We've already gone through 1A, 1B. Now we begin with 2A. And on Wednesday, I'll open up 2B. So again, be sure that you get all of your assignments done, if possible, by tonight, particularly your discussion boards, because after tonight, if you do the discussion boards, you'll lose a point. Now, I encourage you, even if your work is late, uh, do it anyway. It's better to lose a point or two than to have no points at all. Now, one other thing, with regard to the reading quizzes, there's good news if you end up bombing one of the reading quizzes, because at the end of the course, I will drop the lowest 5 scores in that particular part of the grade. So that'll help some of you, hopefully. Anyway, you all are doing great. I just don't hesitate to email me and ask any questions. There's no bad question at all, and I'd love to help you. I would love to get your personal information forms. At least probably 50% of you have turned those in, and that is great. That just gives me some information about you. It is optional, but it's great to get to know you a little bit through some of the things you share on that information form, and so I'd appreciate it. Well, again, you're doing great. Let me know how I can help you. Let's do well in this class, and we'll see what turns out.